take a look at this crazy near miss on Main South Road in Adelaide and take note of the recumbent tricycle being ridden on the road. So what you have there is bloke on recumbent tricycle, obviously riding along the side of the road. The car behind him has slowed down so he can wait for an opportunity to overtake him, and the truck, which is obviously running up his arse, has had to hit the brakes and nearly hits the oncoming vehicle. Well, the driver of that car, who was nearly hit by the truck, says that bikes should be banned on that stretch of road, which I guess opens up the question, are there other places from which cyclists should be banned, or should they be allowed to ride wherever they want? I thought you'd say that, you know, particularly if they're wearing lycra and they have large guts. But is it fair, Caroline, to say, well, there are certain places where bikes should not be allowed to go? Of course, we designate freeways and tunnels and whatever as banned for bikes, but should we say that other tranches of road are off limits?
Yes, absolutely. When it's a safety issue, which it clearly is, including for the cyclists themselves. What the hell was that person thinking riding? I mean, it looks like a kid's toy, these trikes, you know. He's riding. Actually, I've ridden one. They're quite leisurely. Yeah, I've ridden one too around Centennial Park, where there's like a 10-kilometre-an-hour speed limit in Sydney. You don't ride it on a road which is 100 kilometres an hour and frequented by huge trucks and buses and cars. It is an absolute danger to everyone on the road. You know, we put in, and we see it here in Sydney all the time with our Lord Mayor Clover Moore putting in all these insane bike lanes everywhere. If the if the cyclists are going to have those bike lanes, then there have to be some roads that are just for the big vehicles too. Well, if you want to ride on them, then get a car.
Not some. Ban all bikes from all roads all the time, forever. Simple solution. I'm sorry, it's the only intelligent solution. You cannot have bicycles mixing with steel traffic, motorised traffic. It can never be safe. Now, they think they are so morally good because they're saving the planet, remember? So they're so morally good that they're safe because they're in lycra.
But can we just at least just start with banning those bicycles in particular?
Well, yeah,
and then we can move on to the rest of the thing.
They take up a lot of road.
And also, what is going through someone's head is thinking, I want to get fit, but while lying down.
Well, hey,
I'm too lazy to actually stand. But
I can think of a way to get fit lying down, but we won't go there. But Parnell, very quickly, are you going to come to the defence of the cyclist?
Look, I've fallen very silent because I am actually quite a keen cyclist. At least I used to be when I lived in Berlin, and it was very safe to get around on a bicycle because there is a cooperative spirit between cars and bicycles on the road. Now, I don't think that sort of works in Sydney. Sydney drivers just have much wilder ideas about how they should be able to use the roads, and it's hillier, and I'm not really that fit. But I
if you can do it lying down.
But I do think that there is a case for bicycle lanes. I know that's not always a popular argument around here, but I'm very pleased to see lots of bicycle lanes coming in around Sydney, and I've been using them with my son when I possibly can. But there are clearly some areas where bikes just should not be. Yeah. And that was one of them. I mean, obviously, you know, that was a danger to everybody. I've also seen some of these e-bikes, the delivery bikes, going on some of the freeways. And of course, you know, I actually feel really sorry for them because a lot of the time it's their app. And it's their app that's taken them there. And they're, you know, they are in danger. They are endangering others. So I do think that maybe what is needed is a specific bike app or something like that, which says, here are the places that you cannot, as a bike, go. You know, yes, of course, there are the signs and everybody should be respecting the signs, and that should actually be enforced. You know, if you've got a speed camera, it can also get a really slow speed camera, you know, for a bicycle. But then also these apps need to be able to say, you are this kind of vehicle, you cannot take that route.
And after that segment, may I apologise to my father, who is a mammal, but thankfully one without a gut.